This is the Ajazz 139 V2MC. It's a gaming mouse with Pixar 3311 optical sensor, a familiar shape, and comes with a charging dock. It's budget friendly, has decent weight, and has good switches. But is it really worth it? And is this the mouse you've been looking for? Let's find out. Before we get started, I want to make it clear that Ajazz sent this mouse for review. But don't worry, everything I'm about to share is my honest opinion. My views are my own, no sugarcoating, just the straight truth about how this mouse holds up. When you open the box, you'll find the Ajazz 139 V2MC gaming mouse itself alongside a charging dock. There's also a USB A to Type-C cable for both charging and wired mode connection, and some papers. The sad thing is, there are no extra skates or grip tapes unlike most budget gaming mice in the market. And if you check the components and layout of this mouse, you'll see 6 buttons on the top shell and 1 button at the bottom. The DPI indicator is placed above the scroll wheel, and the connection toggle switch is at the bottom, adjacent to the RGB light setting button. You can also find a USB dongle compartment at the bottom for the USB receiver of this mouse. And lastly, there are RGB strips on each side of the mouse, giving it a much more gamer vibe. As I mentioned earlier, this gaming mouse comes with a charging dock. This is not new and we've seen this numerous times. For me, charging docks are for aesthetics only and doesn't affect the overall performance of a gaming mouse. By the way, this dock serves as a connection extender by plugging the USB dongle receiver. And regarding its weight, this gaming mouse weighs 64 grams on my scale. It's not feather light like some high-end models, but it's far from a brick. The weight feels just right for most gaming sessions. Now if we check the weight balancing, it's front heavy. As for its shape, the Ajazz 139 V2MC shape reminds me a lot of the Logitech G Pro Superlight, though the Superlight's hump is a smidge taller. And other gaming mice from popular brands with almost the same shape are the Vaxi XE and Zoe AM. Among the 3 gaming mice I mentioned, the Vaxi XE has the closest dimensions with the Ajazz 139 V2MC. And now, if we inspect the mouse, it has a flared front and a curved back, offering a solid thumb support, great for keeping your grip steady. However, the hump feels a bit short for my taste. After long gaming sessions, it can feel a tad tiring, so keep that in mind if you do gaming for a long period. By the way, my hand size is 18.5 by 9.5 centimeters, just for reference. And after nearly a month of use, I'm impressed with the build quality. No creaking, no rattling, no flexing sounds. By the way, here's a quick demo. The main clicks use one of blue switches rated for 80 million clicks. They are soft but not mushy, which is good. However, like most budget gaming mice, there's some pre and post travel, and the main clicks have a bit of side flexing. No switch grinding though, which is a relief. Unfortunately, I have no information on what switches were used on the side buttons, but the implementation is good. Not too soft, not too mushy, they don't wobble in place, and nicely placed for easy reach. And just like the main clicks, they also have pre and post travel. As for its scroll wheel, it's smooth, not stiff, and pressing it down feels just right. And here's a quick example of how the mouse sounds. And one of the main reasons why this mouse weighs above 60 grams is its battery. The Ajazz 139 M2 VC has a 500 mAh battery. In my testing, I squeezed about 18 hours of wireless use, though I wasn't able to track it until the battery died. Apologies for that. Still, the battery life felt solid for a budget mouse, keeping you in the game for long stretches. And regarding its mouse feet, this gaming mouse has VTFE mouse gates. They glide smoothly right out of the box, no break-in period needed, and I didn't notice any grinding. But I wasn't able to try it on other mouse pads but cloth pads, so I cannot tell if the performance is good on other mouse pads. As for its coating, it's like the usual coating we see in budget gaming mice. It feels slippery regardless if your hand is dry or not. And one unfortunate thing is that there's no grip tapes included in the package. It means you'll need to shell out some cash if you want to install one. The Ajazz 139VC M2 has a Pixar 3311 sensor, which is quite used by some budget gaming mice sold in the market. Honestly, I was hoping for a Pixar 3395, but the 3311 gets the job done. In my experience using this gaming mouse, there are no jittering or spinouts, which is a big plus. The 1K polling rate is smooth so far, and I didn't notice any latency issues. And regarding its software, you can download it from the official website of Ajazz. A WebDriver is also available, and you can also find it in the Ajazz official website. This is a big plus because you can fine-tune this gaming mouse regardless of the operating system you are using. When you open the software, you'll be greeted with a simple but intuitive UI. The first settings tab is where you can map the buttons of the mouse. You can also set the debounce time in the same tab. The third tab is where you'll find the DPI settings, polling rate, and sleep time for the amount of time before the mouse enters sleep mode. As for the DPI setting, you can increment by 50s using the slider. Meanwhile, the fourth tab holds the macro settings. And the last tab has the information of the downloaded software and the mouse reset option. Overall, the UI of the application is easy to understand and can navigate through easily. As of the making of this video, the Ajazz 139V2MC is currently priced at $25 on Ajazz official website. On Amazon, the prices vary depending on the store. And for our Filipino viewers, this gaming mouse is available on Shopee Philippines. It's currently priced at 1,349 Philippine pesos. For sure, this price will change depending on the promotions or season. By the way, the links on where to get this gaming mouse are posted below. Feel free to visit them if you're interested. So what's the verdict? The Ajazz 139V2MC is a strong contender in the budget gaming mouse category. It's got a sturdy build, a decent 64-gram weight, and good battery life. The clicks are fine, not too soft and not too hard. They just sit in the middle. It's also free of grinding, which is great for the price. Speaking of price, it's really affordable. And for sure, you can get additional discounts depending on the promotions or season. Surely this Christmas season, there will be a lot of vouchers or promotions. Furthermore, the shape and its dimensions may be fine for some people, but not for me. Like I said earlier, I did experience discomfort when I tested the mouse in long gaming session. I think if the hump was taller, then it will be a perfect fit for my hand. Additionally, the charging dock is functional, nothing fancy, but it does the job. Honestly, I'm not a fan of gaming mice with charging dock or base. Yes, it makes the charging process easier, but it's really not a big deal for me. But my opinion is surely different from yours, right? Moreover, the coating is a bit slippery. Actually, this is not a major issue since we can remedy this by installing some grip tapes. But the sad thing is, you need to buy them separately. For me, even if it's a budget gaming mouse, spare grip tapes and mouse feet should be added in the package. But regardless of its shortcomings, I think it's still worth checking out. It's not the best in the budget category for sure, and there are other options that are cheaper or within its price range, but with its good features like the sturdy build quality and decent clicks, I think it can be considered as one of your options. This gaming mouse is not quote-unquote budget king in 2025 for me. However, it's a good contender for the said title. And to answer the question if this gaming mouse is worth it, my answer is yes. And that's it guys, we have reached the end part now. Hopefully this video helped you in your purchasing decisions. Till our next, goodbye.